I have missed traveling so much, and I haven't done it because I wanted to wait until I thought that it was the best moment where I felt the safest, where I felt like I wouldn't put my health or the health of someone else in danger. And right now that most of my family has been vaccinated, that I have been vaccinated, and I finally got my EPIs. So that was another thing. Because of the current COVID situation, getting a new allergies here in LA was complicated. Once I got my EPIs, I knew that it was time to travel. So I'm almost ready. I'm heading to the airport in an hour. But before I do so, I want to show you a few things. So my bags are fully ready, and I'm not going to unpack them, and I'm not going to share with you what I'm taking until I get to El Salvador. Once I get to El Salvador, we're going to unpack everything together, and I'll explain you why I took the food that I took and give you ideas if you want to also travel long term, which items you should be taking, especially if you're vegan with food allergies, or if you just happen to have multiple food allergies like me. So here's one thing. I'm taking pumpkin seeds because I know that they're filling, and I'm going to be needing them as a snack just because I know that the airport snacks, one, are going to be expensive. Second, they're probably not going to have anything that is allergen free for me. And then I'm also taking these chips. I'm not taking anything sweet because my flight is only 5 hours and it's at 11 p.m. This is the reason why I'm only taking these two. But I'll see you once I'm at the airport. So as far as food goes, I literally just left it in my backpack and they didn't tell me anything. So I'm probably just gonna eat a snack before I board the plane, and other than that, we are good. One last thing, having a peanut allergy is considered a disability. So once they call for boarding, I'm one of the first ones that enters. Even though right now they're sanitizing everything, I still have to verify and just make sure that I clean it properly. And I love to board before, just so I get time for myself to place everything and just know that I'm safe. And in case someone is bringing any crumbles, they don't affect me. Welcome to Traveling with Food Allergies. Currently, I am traveling. I'm in El Salvador, which means I'm back home. But the first thing I would recommend you to do is go ahead and rent a place. This is so you have easy access to a kitchen. It can be tricky to try to figure out where to have breakfast, where to have lunch, where to have dinner. But when you have access to a kitchen, you can easily cook breakfast, pack for lunch, go out, explore, and then for dinner, you come back and have your safe meal. This is why I personally love having access to a kitchen. Over here you see it. Then I ended up buying this blender. Ooh, can we see it over here? Okay, so it was like $20. Usually I travel with my own personal blender, but this time I didn't have space in my check bag. Other than that, I also ended up buying this, which happened to be pink. That was a really nice surprise. But usually I also travel with my own set of pans. I didn't have space this time on my check bag, but this is like an affordable option, so you can get it here. That way you make sure that your food is not contaminated. The next important thing is knowing what to pack. So I'm gonna go ahead, open my bag, and I'm gonna share with you what I brought to this trip. This is a 3-week trip, so depending on how long I'm going to be out of home, I try to replicate my lifestyle. That's the only way I know I'm going to be completely safe, if I take into consideration the same practices that I do back home. Alright, you guys, it is a lot, so get ready. First off, I look into my personal skincare, beauty care products. So I'm using this soap that happens to be allergy friendly and vegan. It has no chemicals, so just go ahead and pack it. Next will be bringing things like a toothpaste, and this one is also allergy friendly vegan. It's exactly the same one that I use back home. I don't want to change anything because I don't want to react, so I just stick to the same products that I know. For moisturizer, I actually use grapeseed oil, and see, like I pack it really well, and I use lots of plastic bags. Sorry, this is not like environmentally friendly, but I just bring it like this. That way I know that I'm going to be safe, and this is the one that I use to moisture my skin and also prevent any breakouts. this grapeseed oil doesn't clog your pores, so it's really great. But when it comes to traveling, I just look into a smaller size container and I place it over there. Another thing would be deodorant. So deodorant, this is the one that I use. It's also allergy friendly, vegan. This is like it's safe and also well packaged, so I don't have to worry that much about it. Other things will be sunscreen. So I literally have never tried this one. I'm going to link every single product that I use below so that way you have an idea on where I get them. But this is an allergy-friendly vegan sunscreen. I know that a lot of us struggle trying to find sunscreen that doesn't have any soy, but this is safe. So I'm really, really excited to give it a try. I'm actually going to put it over here. Now that I'm in El Salvador, it's just easier to leave it out as I unpack. So that way I protect myself because it's really, really hot and the sun's beautiful. That's why I'm filming outside. So you might hear a few birds singing. Other than that, makeup. I usually bring it in 2 bags, but I only have one over here. I probably have the other one in my backpack, but this usually happens to have all the liquids because I know that they're not gonna go through if I leave it in my carry-on. So I usually just get the check bag. Sometimes when you go internationally, the check bag is free. Other times it's not. So in this case, it wasn't. I just went ahead and paid it because I knew that I was gonna need it. Other things I will bring with me will be like hair care products. So this is also allergy friendly, vegan. It is homemade. One of my friends makes it, and it's a hair cream. So it helps me to detangle my hair. Other things will be like my makeup remover. This is an essential for me. And then the next one will be like the wash that I use for my menstrual cup. So I literally just try to replicate everything. That way I don't incur into any inconveniences when traveling with multiple food allergies. So pretty much that is it for like beauty care and also skincare products. I just don't use a lot right now because I'm still new to managing multiple food allergies. I've had some all my life, but then the new ones like soy and gluten are in every single beauty product. So it's been a little challenging. That's why I keep my products like very reduced. If you want to know which makeup I use, then I actually have a video on that. I'm going to link above and below so that way you can take a look at all the allergy friendly and vegan makeup you can find. Next on, I will share with you my supplements, my vitamins, and my medicines because I think that's going to be very helpful. So I travel with probiotics. So this is my probiotic. I just go ahead and use it in my water or my juices, and I have no issues with that. Since I'm vegan and most of the people really require this, I travel with B12 and also D3. Since they're liquids, I usually leave them in my check bag. Otherwise, I'm gonna struggle trying to put them on my carry-on and I'm gonna have to leave those things behind. So I just stay safe and put everything in my check bag. The other thing will be some Benadryl. I have the liquid, but also have the pills. So the pills I carry with me in my backpack, in my camera bag, and also my carry-on. That way I have them spread everywhere. So if I get a reaction, I can open any bag and I will still have my Benadryl pills. Other than that, oh yeah, I have some nutritional yeast. I'm telling you, I love to replicate the same lifestyle that I have back home. 2 other things that I have for vitamins and supplements. Pretty much that is going to be it. And this is just tied in this bag. So let me try to open it and share it with you. I do moringa powder. So moringa powder is really great for calcium and iron. So I consume that. And since I consume it at home, I wanted to also bring it. And then the last one is just a package of vitamin C. This one also has D and C. So this is the one that I consume. Alright, now onto the food. I feel like this is where you're gonna think I'm a little crazy, but you'll understand why. So, quinoa, I got this one over there. Yes, I can find it in El Salvador, but it's going to be double the price. So I'd rather just bring one and save myself some money. Another one is that I do chia seeds, so I went ahead and brought some. I found chia seeds here in El Salvador. They were $8, which pretty much I think it's around the same price that you'll find it in the US. But I just wanted to be safe and brought some. Another thing is that I bring my flour. So I brought some tapioca flour. This is because I know mine are certified gluten-free, and if I were to find it here, maybe it's not. I actually went to the store, and there's a supermarket. I'm gonna leave you a few clips that is in Multiplaza. It has a gourmet section, so everything is imported, and they have a good selection of gluten-free options, and they're double or triple the price that you usually get them in the States. But if you don't have space to bring it, that's one place where you can actually go shop and get everything gluten-free. Another thing, this I actually haven't seen it in El Salvador, and I used to live here, so that's why I brought it. I prefer black rice over white rice or brown rice, and since I knew that I was not gonna find it here, I just went ahead and got some. This, I got some rice wrappers. You have them here in El Salvador, but I wasn't sure, so I brought some. Another thing that I brought is flax seeds. Honestly, this is the one I regret because I actually found it here in the stores, and it was way cheaper than what you get it, in the States. Oh my goodness, I keep confusing El Salvador with the States, but there you go. Like this, I regret honestly because they have it here, and I could have saved some space. But either way, I had a big bag back at home, so I just try to bring what can replicate my lifestyle. I also got some gluten-free pancake mixes. I got 2 boxes. I couldn't fit anymore. This is just because I know that it's really tricky to find something that is soy-free, nut-free, vegan, and gluten-free. Next, I also brought my protein powder. This one, it is already not in the market, but I went ahead and bought a lot, so that way I could have enough until I can find a safe brand. Other than that, I got also some gluten-free oats. Technically, oats are gluten-free, but then I don't know how much I trust the ones here in El Salvador, so I just went ahead and got a safe brand that I knew was going to be certified gluten-free. Another thing is that I rely on pumpkin seeds as my protein, and I went ahead and brought some. I also rely on black or kidney beans as my main source of protein, but here you find them very common in El Salvador. Everyone eats beans, and actually my family usually prepares like a huge bag for me, so I can cook them and also bring them back to the States, and I don't struggle with that. That's the only reason why I didn't bring beans. Otherwise, I would have brought some. Another thing that I wanted to make sure that I would bring, this since it's also a liquid and it was already open, I put it on double bag just because I don't want everything all spilling all over my bag. So I got some cocoa aminos. It is already, like, you can see that I already started using it. The one thing with cocoa aminos is that you won't find it in El Salvador, so that's why I went ahead and got it, because I knew it's one thing that I consume often, and I wanted to make sure that I had access to it. One more thing I want to share with you is agar-agar powder. I brought it because I use it to make my own pumpkin tofu, and if you haven't seen that, I'm going to leave you a link above and below so you learn how to make it. It's also on my Instagram, so you can follow me there and find the reel. But this is pretty much what I bring, just because I want to make sure that I don't change a lot of things. For example, I bring my own cutlery, so these are the reusable ones made out of bamboo, but also I bring my own steel ones that are pink. I literally just try to make sure that I'm going to be safe. So for example, if I use a frother, then I went ahead and brought it. I also drink a lot of matcha, so I brought like things to make it over here. I just don't want to change a lot of my lifestyle, and I think that is the best when it comes to traveling with food allergies. It's going to give you peace of mind to know that you have food. And when it comes to like fresh produce, food over here is so good. Like the mangoes are in season and they're so yummy, so juicy. So you'll be able to go to a supermarket, to a farmer's market, or even in the streets and purchase all these vegetables, all these fruits. So all of that you'll have easy access no matter where you go. But when it comes to like the grains, the protein, and those supplements that you usually take, I would just recommend you to go ahead and bring them from home. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to see if I had something else to share with you, but it looks like this is it. Obviously, I brought some clothes and other things that I'm not going to be sharing in this video. If you want to learn how to pack your bag, then I'm going to also leave you a link above and below to a video that I shared before. But other than that, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed to IPINKIT, make sure to subscribe. All you need to do is click this red button on your screen, hit the bell once if you want to receive notifications every time I upload a video. Also, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and you comment below if you like this video. If you're looking for the name of the brands that I use, everything is going to be on my description box below, so it's going to be easy for you to access it. Other than that, make sure that you're following me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more behind the scenes of how my travel goes before I can upload on YouTube. But I'm going to try my best this summer to upload 2 videos a week, so that way I can walk you to my lifestyle. Everything's going to be allergy friendly and vegan, because that is just the life that I get to live, and I honestly love it. But I love to share with you how it's possible to do everything that we want when it comes to traveling. I am your expert right here, so I really hope you guys love this journey, and I can't wait to see you next week for a brand new video. Bye guys.